Hello guys, welcome back to Eric's Hobby Workshop. So I was painting the other day some of my vast amount of unpainted minis, and I was using this paint here, Celestra Gray. And I realized as I was using it, I don't know what the hell a Celestra is. I don't know if that's something from the Age of Sigmar world or Warhammer, or I just don't know what it is. I've never heard of it. It got me thinking there's probably quite a lot of the paints that I don't know what they're named after. They all have basically proper noun names named after something that Games Workshop has produced at some point or another. I thought it'd be a cool video to go paint by paint and see what these things are named after. So I put something together, and then I thought, you know what? It would be extra cool if I could make a little game out of this. So you guys following along at home, I'm sure some of you are lore masters, some of you are probably pretty new to Games Workshop or have very little lore knowledge at all. So follow along, let me know how you do, how many you knew, how many you didn't know, and tell me in the comments. And just to add a little bit of fun stakes, I'm going to select a comment randomly, and that person is going to be the winner. And I will mail them a miniature painted by myself with Games Workshop paints. And so no, there is no prize for doing better or worse than anybody else. You just have to comment to enter. And the reason for that is because, it's all honor system anyways. If you like it, let me know, because I can make a whole series of these, because there's way more of these paints than I ever realized. So yeah, let's, shut up. Let's get to it. Balthasar Gold. Balthasar Gelt is the supreme patriarch of the colleges of magic and one of the greatest wizards in the history of the Empire of Man. As a wizard of the Gold Order, he is primarily concerned with the lore of metal, which involves alchemy and the transmutation of base metals into gold. Due to a horrible accident in one of his experiments, he is never seen without his distinctive mask of pure gold. The Fang. The Fang is the massive fortress monastery of the Space Wolves chapter of Space Marines. Located on the peak of the highest mountain on the Space Wolf home planet of Fenris, this gigantic fortification is so large that it reaches into the atmosphere and provides a docking point for orbital craft. It is said to stick out above the other mountains like a giant fang. Barak-Nar, Burgundy. Barak-Nar, the city of the first sunrise, is the largest and most successful skyport of the Caradron overlords. The Duardine of Barak-Nar wear burgundy as their chosen colors. Catachan Flesh Tone. Catachan is an imperial death world, a jungle planet covered in all manner of deadly and dangerous flora and fauna. The human inhabitants of the planet, descendants of colonists from the Dark Age of Man, had to adapt to the hostile environment. This combination of toughness and survival skills make Catachan jungle fighters excellent Imperial Guard troops for deployment on some of the most hostile planets in the galaxy. Naggaroth Night. Naggaroth, the land of chill, is the rugged and unforgiving continent that the Dark Elves have made their home. Covered in windswept icy plains and pine forests, Naggaroth is home to dragons, hydras, cold ones, and other dangerous and deadly beasts. Grey Knights Steel. The Grey Knights are a mysterious and secret loyalist Space Marine chapter that make up the military branch of the Ordo Malleus, the demon hunters of the Imperial Inquisition. With a gene seed engineered directly from the genome of the Emperor himself, each Grey Knight is a potent psyker. Leadbelcher. Leadbelcher is the ogre term for both the weapon and the ogre that carries it. Handheld cannons that are wielded with devastating effect and make up the heavy artillery of most ogre armies. Mechanicus Standard Grey. The Adeptus Mechanicus, also known as the Cult of the Machine, provides the Imperium with its engineers, scientists, and technicians. Because so much technical knowledge has been lost over the millennia, the Adeptus Mechanicus no longer has a thorough comprehension of the workings of all the technologies they control. Many such technologies are maintained through routines and rituals, the significance of which has often been lost. In this rigid, dogmatic environment, standardized templates and practices, right down to the color things are painted, gain utmost significance. Bugman's Glow. Joseph Bugman is a legendary master brewer of the famously ale-loving dwarfs. If you visit Warhammer World in Nottingham, UK, you can have a pint at Bugman's Bar, the fantasy-themed bar that bears his name. Bugman's Glow refers to the ruddy color of dwarfs' cheeks after a few tankards of ale. Lupercal Green. Horus Lupercal was one of the 20 Primarchs, genetically engineered sons created by the Emperor of Mankind and genetic fathers of the Space Marines. Once the Emperor's favorite son, Horus was corrupted by the forces of chaos and turned against the Emperor in the massive civil war known as the Horus Heresy. Horus was originally the Primarch of the white-armored Luna Wolves Legion, which he renamed the Sons of Horus, changing their chapter colors to green. This same legion would later become the Black Legion. Warplock Bronze. Warplock Jezzails are long rifles used by the Skaven. Operated in a team of two, one Ratman aims and fires the weapon, while another supports the long barrel with a Pavis shield. Daemonette Hide. Daemonettes are lesser demon servants of Slaanesh, the chaos god known as the Prince of Pleasure. A combination of perversely alluring features and grotesque and terrible claws, these maidens of anguish are often depicted with lilac-colored skin. Ratskin Flesh. On the hive world of Necromunda, the Ratskins are a primitive people who inhabited the lower reaches of the Great Hives. The Ratskins are reclusive and insular, and eschew contact with other denizens of Necromunda wherever possible. Deathkorp Drab. The Deathkorp of Krieg is the name given to the Imperial Guard regiments from the devastated radioactive death world of Krieg. Krieg was leveled by nuclear bombardment after rebelling against the Imperium. Guardsmen from Krieg, seeking to atone for their people's rebellion, show shocking disregard for their lives and are therefore useful soldiers for the brutal wars of attrition and sieges. Mournfang Brown. Mournfangs are large tusked beasts that live in the mountains of Mourn. These aggressive predators hunt in packs, charging and goring their prey with their long, sharp tusks. Ogre youths often try to mount and tame Mournfangs as a rite of passage, and the few who survive ride these mighty mounts into battle. Iron Hands Steel. The Iron Hands are a loyalist Space Marine chapter and one of the first founding Space Marine legions, their gene seed being derived from their martyred Primarch, Ferrus Manus. The chapter believes that human flesh is weak and should be replaced with incorruptible bionics. Reflecting this belief, prospective Iron Hands neophytes sever or burn off their left hand and replace it with a bionic. Many veteran Iron Hands have replaced nearly all of their flesh with steel. Jokaero Orange. The Jokaero are an orange, ape-like race that resemble real-world orangutans. First appearing in the Rogue Trader days, the Jokaero are widely speculated to be created by the mysterious Old Ones and widely attributed as the creators of digital weapons in the 40k universe. Abaddon Black. Abaddon the Despoiler is the War Master of Chaos in the 41st millennium. Leading the heretic Astartes known as the Black Legion forth from the Warp Rift known as the Eye of Terror, Abaddon has led 13 campaigns against the Imperium of Man known as the Black Crusades. Morghast Bone. In ancient Nehekara, the legendary necromancer Nagash drew the ire of the sun god Ptra. Ptra sent his winged heralds the Hammerai to destroy the great necromancer. After 40 days and nights of battle, Nagash stood victorious among the ruined bodies of the Hammerai. Calling upon his dark sorceries, Nagash sloughed away the flesh and feathers of Ptra's heralds and reanimated them, binding them to his will as the Morghasts. Caliban Green. Caliban was an imperial death world that was home to the first legion of Space Marines, the Dark Angels. It was destroyed in the conflict between the Dark Angels and the chaos-corrupted Fallen Angels. Having lost their homeworld, the Green Armored Legion moved their operations to a large remaining chunk of the planet Caliban, creating the massive mobile fortress monastery known as the Rock. Dryad Bark. Dryads are creatures that actually don't originate in the Warhammer universe, but are instead creatures from real-world mythology. In Greek and Celtic mythology and folklore, a Dryad is a nymph inhabiting a forest or a tree. In the Warhammer context, they are the spiteful guardians of Athel Loren, the woodland home of the Wood Elves. Celestra Grey. Celestra is a star in the Cabulus system, a binary system in the Vorsk sector of Imperial space. Celestra is a parasite star, swallowing material from its companion star Cabulus, the system's namesake. As of the 5th edition 40k rulebook, the Cabulus system, which was a large producer of munitions, is under attack by the Orc Wog Grognats. Ironrack Skin. In the Age of Sigmar universe, the Idoneth Deepkin are a race of elven raiders who live beneath the seas of the mortal realms. Among the Idoneth Deepkin, the Ironrack Enclave are one of the greater enclaves, being somewhat less isolationist than other enclaves.
Screamer Pink. Screamers are demonic beasts of Tzeentch, the chaos god of change in the Warhammer universe. Resembling real-world skates or rays, these brightly colored creatures float through the air, space, and warp alike, remaining aloft through mysterious means. They emit a piercing high-frequency whine and leave behind trails of glimmering sparks as they prey on the souls of mortals.
So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That's the first section of the base paints done. There's going to be a follow-up video with the rest of the base paints. Let me know down in the comments section what you thought of this video. If you enjoy this type of video, then I will make more for you guys. And if not, then I guess you didn't like it. Your loss. Let me know if I made any mistakes or if you learned anything down in the comments. But before you correct me for any of my pronunciations, you better have a canonical source of somebody, maybe a game creator or something, pronouncing it the way that you're saying it should be pronounced. Because just because you read it a certain way doesn't mean that's the right way to read it. But I do like to pronounce things right, so please let me know if that is the case. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and there's a link to my Patreon in the description below if you feel like supporting the channel that way. I really appreciate my Patreon supporters. You guys are the best, and that's really what keeps me able to bring you this content. Okay guys, until next time, thanks for tuning in to Eric's Hobby Workshop.